Let's talk about education, pre-K or K to 12. We know the governor's made a proposal. Obviously, this is a point of much discussion in every legislative session. Representative Omer, let's start with you. I know this issue is of concern to your constituents, like everywhere else. What would you like to see in this bill? Any thoughts on what we might see in education this year?
I am in support of the governor's proposed budget when it comes to education. I've actually signed on to a couple of the bills that are being authored. I think something that's really important is that we continue to invest in education, and that we continue to have pre-K education. My youngest, I have 3 children who are all attending public schools. My youngest one is a 4-year-old, and she's in preschool, and I'm looking forward to her having a full-day kindergarten next year. That is certainly helpful in my family, and I know a lot of Minnesotans are taking advantage of that and are in support of that.
Well, it was the Senate in 2013 that carried the flag for all-day kindergarten, and that was one of the things I and Senator Clausen led on. Investments in early childhood pay big dividends, and I think that's a place we ought to continue to put more emphasis on. At the risk of offending somebody watching, it's always a little risky to indicate what your #1 priority is, but I actually have a bill that is going to put some additional money on the school formula for small schools, schools with less than 1,500 pupils in them. They're largely rural, and they're really struggling maintaining curriculum. And so I think we've got, as a legislature, have got to take a look at the challenges that many of these rural communities have. You can only take consolidation so far. Pretty soon the transportation just doesn't work. And no business is going to expand or come to a community if you don't have a good K-12 school system. And so I think it's critical infrastructure, and I'm going to push pretty hard in the Senate. Senator Gazelka, the majority leader, is authoring the bill with me. So I'm hopeful, and Representative Erdahl is carrying the bill in the House. He's a very strong author, a member of the Education Committee. Costs about $29 million. I mean, that's, we've got to try and compete for that within the education target, but I hope to be able to make the argument that rural schools need a little extra boost.
Senator?
Well, I mentioned earlier I served on the Prior Lake School Board for 12 years, and so I've spent a lot of time in education, and I bring a little bit different perspective than I think a lot of folks. And my mom was a teacher for 40 years, spent her last 25 in Shakopee. When I look at education, I really try to focus on putting the needs of the students first, making sure that we're putting forth policies where we help students succeed. And one of my priorities is to address the achievement gap. Making sure we have great teachers in the classroom, that we have stable, reliable funding, but also that our communities and our parents are engaged in those decision making. I agree. I've fought to increase funding to the classroom. We put forth a proposal 2 years ago to increase funding by 3% to the classroom when the governor only had recommended 1%. And we ended up negotiating it too, so it worked out well. I'm also hearing from districts that the special education mandates are really causing them a lot of strife, that they're having to cross-subsidize the mandated expenses in special education with the money that they get on the general revenue fund. One of my passions is third-grade literacy, making sure kids can read by the time they get out of third grade. And that's so important because when a kid hits third grade, prior to third grade, they're learning how to read. When they get into fourth grade and above, they're using reading as a tool to learn. And if we don't get them at grade level at third grade, they're going to struggle. Studies show they're going to struggle and have a higher propensity to drop out over time. One of the other things about having great teachers in the classroom, we had a legislative auditor's report last year talking about needed reforms in the Board of Teaching, and so we put together a bipartisan task force to look at that over the summer. We've come to really a good number of agreed upon resolutions, right now issuing teacher licenses resides both in the Board of Teaching and in the department. We're going to consolidate those under one entity so that it's fully accountable. We're going to implement a tiered licensing system so that it's easier for teachers to understand and easier for both students coming out of the K-12 system, but also people who want to make a mid-career change to enter the profession. Not to give up on quality, but at least make it easier to get into the profession. And so I'm excited that we're going to be able to make those changes hopefully yet this year.
Well, there's a bit of an alarming trend right now, and that is that young people are not choosing teaching as a profession. We're seeing teacher shortages in areas we've never seen teacher shortages before. I think we need to untie that knot and figure out what's going on. Part of it, I believe, is that the working environment for teachers has become very challenging. Part of it, I think, is the testing. We're doing so much testing that teachers don't feel like they have time to really teach the way they want to teach. They're so busy teaching to the test. And there's other issues about respect for teachers and the position of teachers in the community. I'm really kind of worried because we need teachers, we need good teachers, and we've always had a plentiful supply of teachers in Minnesota in the past. But this current trend is alarming. I talk to school superintendents who say they used to get 50 to 100 applications for a job, and now they get 3 or 4, and a couple of those aren't really even considerable, so they get down to 1 or 2 that they can choose from if they get that many. So I hope that we can address this. I'm not sure it's something we can cure at the legislature, but I hope that we can bend that curve back in the other direction.
That's a really important point. I think we're also struggling with diversifying the teaching cohort. There isn't enough diverse teachers within our school systems for the children to see themselves as part of that particular community. And I think retention is really low for teachers because we're not paying them enough. So that sort of goes into that respect, where we seem to think that the people that we are to entrust to help instill values in the workforce in our children, we are not valuing their place in our schools, and that also needs to be a trend that needs to change.